So, because I'm going to talk about fitness empowerment, so how about starting the session with little activity? I want you all to have both your hands in a butterfly format and then repeat it with me, yeah? And when I say something with like a childlike innocence, you actually show that childlike innocence by remembering like, 4 or 5 year or the picture you'll have seen of yours, the youngest, okay? So let's just start with this. Cross like this. Very good. Very good. Yay! Oh, again. Very good. Very good. Yay! That's like it. A little more. Very good. Very good. Yay! Oh, wow. I'm super proud. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. So now let's start with a little introspection. How do you think your identity is defined? Let me cover it in 3 steps. Like, in my experience, all the people I have met in my life, 3 set of people I can explain is the first set who believe that their identity is actually defined by their career choice. Yes, like their professional life is their true identity. The second set who felt the same about their education. And the third and the largest set of people are the ones who actually thought that it's their birth, caste, and the family background which actually defined them as their true identity. But to my surprise, I realized what identity truly meant, what exactly it is to be achieved, what exactly it is to feel that moment that, yes, I have arrived. Let me explain it with an example. I come from a very small town, Kethel. It's in Haryana. Basic education, basic family background, middle class, and I thought, yeah, this is what I am, and this family is where I belong. But my father had a different plan in mind. He always had a very unconventional way of bringing us up. Like we are 3 of us, so I have 2 siblings. And he got me to Delhi University to explore it. We moved around, and I immediately fell in love with the vibes here. And then I slogged really hard, got pretty good percentage in my 12th, and though I could have easily got into St. Stephen's, but yes, as the Orthodox background had it, I was in Indraprasth College of Women, and I started with my economic honors. But believe me, there also, I had not even a single, moment when I didn't feel like, wow, really? I have reached here, and I was super proud because even that was making a lot of action back home. A lot of girls in my town started feeling that they can step out to DU and they can start their studies out. And slowly it came to very high level also. But yeah, I was feeling proud, and somewhere I felt, yes, this education, the kind of institute I am from, the kind of interactions I am having, and this education is giving me so much, like, I have, received and achieved my true identity. But wait, slowly moving ahead after, completing my eco honors, I got really inspired by amazing, lectures in my DU, and one of my lecturer, she, kind of pushed me that, Meenal, this is not it. You should pursue further. So I prepared for MBA. I got into finance, MBA, cleared it with distinction. And, from the place I come, this kind of, completed your education. So, there I felt, yeah, this is it. Yeah, maybe this is where I always wanted to be, and where I had to be. Economic honors, MBA, and super. And by this time, girls in my place get married, and so I was also thinking like, wow, this is where I have, kind of reached. But again, I think destiny had it. I got inspired by my placement officer, sir, and he kept on pushing me that, Meenal, no, another step. And that another step was actually taking up a job, becoming financially independent. And yes, again, worked hard, landed up a beautiful, amazing profile of corporate banking with IDBI. And now imagine, pretty young, huge package, amazing banking culture, and there I felt, yes, now I have arrived. This is I always wanted, and I think, I'm fulfilled. I'm fulfilled from inside, and this is my identity. Imagine now, I have experienced all those 3 stages. I have been through the first stage, which is where we think that our family, or by birth we have our identity. Then the second stage, where I actually thought that my education and all the value system I have got from my education is what my identity is. And the third, my job profile, my professional profile, that's what giving me identity. But did it? There was something else also in store. So, just as a career progression, I moved on to AVP in ABN AMRO. There, again, I think I've been blessed to find amazing people throughout my life who kept on inspiring me, who kept on breaking those ceilings, breaking those barriers, where I thought like, oh, this status quo is heaven. This is where I had to, be. But every time somebody or the other, whether it was some situation or it was inspiration from someone, that I kept on challenging. I kept on challenging that status quo, and I kept on breaking. I kept on breaking all those shackles and the, foundations which are created by the society, those predetermined roles which have been created by the society. So one of the role which I was given from my bosses, because I guess nobody else was ready to take that up, was a small stint in the city of Varanasi. And it was all about microfinance, the initiative of, MNCs then. And you know what? When I got to those ground level, and I was working with, people with, bare hands to their mouth, that I realized that, you are truly fulfilled. You are truly, you can say that you have truly fulfilled your life ambition when you are creating that impact, when you are touching the lives of people by creating that impact. I think touching down the roots there in Varanasi made me realize this. And from there, I think there was no turning back. I started thinking that what can I do in my life through which I can create that impact, through which I can touch base with the people, and through a lot of introspection and definitely my family support. And I would like to name my mother-in-law here, because she has been my rock solid support behind me. And yeah, through, with that support, I decided to again break that barrier. And I should tell you that it wasn't easy, yeah? Leaving a high-paying job, which was almost, taking me to places and having a great time, I still took that decision. I decided I have to let go of this job if I have to truly accomplish what I want to do. Like I already mentioned, that if you have to achieve something, that self-actualization actually happens when you are touching the very base, when you are being true to yourselves, being true to your passion. And now, what was exactly my passion? So I've been always pretty energetic, and I used to get this complimented always from, whether it was in my college or my colleagues around, that how can somebody stay so smiling and so happy first thing in the morning till the last day, because I kept on working till the last day in my both pregnancies. Plus, it took me, few months to get back in shape, though I didn't do something very drastic. Yeah? So this was the very base where I started my corporate wellness business. Okay? So just by these few cues which life has thrown at me, I realized that I have to do something in the field of fitness. And fitness and wellness is not about creating some draconian plan around you, leaving this, leaving that, eating this, eating that. It's actually energy. It's actually being in that energy business, okay? And what is your currency in this whole universe? What is your real currency in this whole universe? It is the energy you carry. It is that feel, that vibe you carry when you enjoy, when you're enjoying your life, when you move around those places, and that's how you touch people, and that's how you touch lives, okay? But as amazing it sounds, it wasn't all that easy. This path is filled up with plethora of impediments, if I have to explain it right. But yeah, I'll not deep dive into all that. But yeah, there were days when I was broke. And there were days, where I would think that really, was it the right decision? Was it good enough to let go of, something, which was so easily, which I could have enjoyed throughout my life, that easy life and that happy life, was it really right? But I think you have to believe. You have to believe in what you get, what you start, and you have to trust the divine process, and you have to trust the divine energy behind you. And yes, I kept on going, and with a lot of grit and determination, I could achieve that, And yes, I would like to name my husband also here. There was something which kept me going, because I could see him trusting in me and telling me, yeah, it's happening. He could see it happening while I couldn't see it happening, yeah? So I think that positivity aura you have to carry. You have to carry that aura of positive people around you who can see it happening for you before you see it happening for yourself. Because you are in that process, so you can't really see it from outside. Yeah, so I kept on going, and yes, I created my corporate wellness business. But very soon came COVID, the wave of COVID, and yes, it was all derailed because it was pretty much physical. But there lies the catch. Adversity is something which brings in so much opportunities, and that's where my opportunity came. Online platform now was accepted. It was accepted everywhere. People were accepting online platform as a methodology of training. Through this, we could reach out to so many people. We could make so many contacts. I could touch the lives the way I wanted to touch. And I think this moment, I felt I have arrived again. So am I right in thinking that, yes, this is my true identity, like this is my true passion? Fortunately or unfortunately, I felt that, but wait, not so early, because I still think that going like this, where I feel that I have already touched more than 50,000 people where I have trained. I've trained them personally, okay? Not just through me, through my team, the number might be huge, because we handle corporate wellness pan-India. Again, over 1 lakh I would have touched personally through just the corporate wellness platform. Like, the companies where I'm directly taking the sessions, not just directly to the people, but trainer of trainers also. And through my social media presence, I have a followers, where I have touched live by over 2 lakh people, plus creating impressions over 50 million. So, I could easily say here again, that this is my identity. I have, again, achieved what I was set to, but no, please don't let the society, don't let the situations around you mold you into those predetermined, molds and tell you, yes, this is it, you are there. These transitional shifts will happen in your life when you will have that, when you will have that thing in you which only you will know, that fire in you which will drive you, which will ask you to break those ceilings, which will ask you to question the status quo, which will ask you to push through all those boundaries and tell to yourself, yes, maybe today I have arrived, but this is not where I want to be forever. I'm gonna go beyond and above all that I can see today to achieve far more in future to what I want to see ahead and achieve in my life. So please make sure that this whole idea of unbinding paradigm is about creating. creating a future, not just that future for us, but creating a future for our society, for our country, and for our world as a whole, where we are not trying to, put people in perspectives, put people in situations where we are judging them, rather understanding, empathy, communication, understanding their own perspectives, giving them that creative freedom to be. And when we start doing it from ourselves, we let it happen as a whole. So we hear about so many researches where they talk about that there's not enough creativity happening. There's not enough creative ideas coming from us. Why not? Let's start this movement. Let's start this movement from today, where we personally decide that we are no more following any of those patterns which are already set. We are ready to break free. A place from where we are not looking back, but from a place where we are going to govern ourselves from our inner fire. From a place where we are happy being what we are trying to do, what we are trying to achieve. And this is not going to be governed by any societal pressures. This is not going to be governed by any other person. This is going to be governed by us and only us. And from this approach, we can truly change the world around us, where we can actually look forward to so many more aspects of career growth, so many more aspects of professionalism, which have not been seen till now. Yeah? So we can say clearly to ourselves that whichever level you have all achieved today, whether it is your career level, whether it's your educational level, you are going to break. You're going to break those bounds. You're going to push through that and keep striving to achieve better and a better world tomorrow. And yes, because I've been talking about the fitness, so I would want to end the session also with one small movement. If you all can just stand up with me. So I want you to do side, side, and 2 claps here. So go side, side, and center. Okay, go. Yan, side, and center. A little more energy, guys. Side, side, and center, center, side, side, center, center. Move your feet also. Together, move it. And that's it. Side, side, and center, center, easy. Great, that's what movement does to you. That's what moving away from your playstations or whether your workstations does to you. So yes, keep enjoying your life. Have a great day and a rocking year ahead. Thank you so much.